Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we are doing a very requested vlog, which is my evening routine in the winter after school. So the first thing we do is head over to the yard after school, and then I get dressed into my horse clothes, see Dello. You would have noticed that we've actually moved yards recently. I think we've only been there for about 3 weeks, so we're still relatively new. The routine is still very fresh, but we're getting there now, and it's all kind of coming together. Dello's settled in amazingly. He's got an amazing stable, absolutely huge. So here I am just picking out his feet and getting him ready for a ride. I don't ride every single evening of the week. I will do some weeks where I'll do dressage, we might do a bit of pole work, then mum also does long lining with Dello and he gets lunged, he goes out for hacks, and then obviously he has his days off. So he is doing lots of different stuff, not just intense training all the time, but tonight was one of our dressage training sessions. Another vlog that has been very much requested by you guys is me and Dello's winter training routine. So obviously me and Dello have moved up the levels a little bit. We are now starting to compete at elementary, and we will be looking at medium level training, which is definitely the next step up for us. And we are working away all sorts, and there's so many new moves, so much more that we are learning. So I'd love to show you guys some of my favourite exercises that me and Dello are currently working on. There will be little snippets of our ride tonight where you'll be able to see some of our exercises, but I will do a whole vlog for you guys that is based just on our winter training routine. So now that I've finished grooming Dello, I will go and get my tack, and I was actually very brave leaving my phone with Dello, and I shouldn't have left it because little did I know he went back over to the camera and nearly knocked it over again. Dello is honestly such a playful horse. He just wants to get involved with everything, and he absolutely loves just messing around like he's a proper baby. So now I am just grabbing my tack out of the tack room, getting my boots on and getting ready to go for our ride. So by this point in the winter routine, it is already dark. It is 4:10, usually the time that I start tacking up, and it is freezing cold. Honestly, the weather just drops, and Dello's not being very helpful with the camera again. He doesn't really get it. He just wants to be by the camera, but then you guys literally can't see what we're doing. And then he goes for a walk, which is just so helpful. So I ended up passing the camera to poor Dad, who was frozen, waiting for me to try and film this vlog for you guys. And then it turns out Dad actually wanted a wee, so to be honest, you can't really blame him. To be honest, Dad holding the camera didn't really work either. Dello just wanted to be right by the camera, which was not very helpful. So I was like, Dad, you're going to have to stand in the corner and keep moving away from him, because he's just going to follow you. So whilst I'm just tacking up, I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about the outfit I'm wearing today. So today I am wearing the all black outfit from Equestrian Collective. I am wearing the honeycomb grip technical tight in black with the long sleeve mesh base layer also in black. And to top it all off, we have got the black infinity belt. Honestly, this look is just giving dressage diva. I absolutely love this look. It is my go-to. I am so grateful to be sponsored by such an incredible brand with such gorgeous products. I absolutely love wearing their clothes and I'm so proud to represent them. Now, I know Christmas is coming up, guys, so if you want to treat yourself, then use my discount code AVA10. It's on the screen now, and you will get 10% off your next order with Equestrian Collective. Their clothes are honestly the best, and what an amazing gift for Christmas. So I'm just getting on Dello's bridle, and Hendrix's next door neighbour decided to say hello. He is absolutely gorgeous. He's like a big puppy and he is so kind. Dello and him literally get on so well. They are just like two peas in a pod. Like, as soon as they met, they were just like best buds. And honestly, it's so nice to see Dello have such a lovely relationship with another horse. Right, handsome, let's put my gloves on. Now we're ready to go. And I'll get the scan school lights as we start walking. Right, come with them, my Bubba. Good boy. Good lad.
Yeah, I'm cameraman tonight.
Thank you.
I thought the arena was a little circular thing over there.
That's called the lunch pen.
Oh, right.
Lift up. No idea. Good boy. So it is now 4:30 and me and Dello are just about to start our training session. Now, before we start our session, we have been doing TRT method for a few years now with Dello. It is certain ground work patterns that we do on the ground before we get on, and it just relaxes his body, makes him feel good. Also really good for respect and manners on the ground, because Dello can be quite a stallion at times. Yeah, it's a really great way. I'll have it linked in the description box, the TRT method. They're on Instagram and they are absolutely incredible. So definitely go check it out if you have a horse quite similar to Dello, fizzy dressage horse that needs a bit of calming down. Dello is a little bit tense at the minute in our new arena because obviously everything is new and he's very sensitive and he, is finding it all difficult. So at the minute we've really just been trying to relax him and make sure he feels comfortable going around the arena. Now it is time to get on and get riding, and usually Dello gets a treat every time he stands still whilst I get on, but unfortunately I forgot the treat this time, so scratchies it was. So I just start off in walk by doing a few 10-meter circles and really just trying to encourage him to stretch a little. Obviously you will notice that he is very tense at the minute. Like I said before, this is a new place for us. This is a new arena, a new sort of routine, and we're both taking a while to settle into it. Dello is a very hard horse and he takes a while. He's very sensitive, so it would take him a good 6 months to get used to this new change, whereas some horses might adapt in a week, but Dello takes a lot longer, and so he's a little bit tense, and unfortunately he does spook quite a lot at the minute, which obviously isn't ideal, but this is why we have a nice break over Christmas, because then it means we don't have to compete, and it just gives both of us a bit of a mental break from all of the competing, and it just gives Dello the time to just be confident and just no pressure. Here I'm just starting to do some of my half walk pirouette exercises. We're still getting in lots of different exercises, which is really great. We are still doing lots of half pass. We're really building on our strength with the hind leg, and he still is achieving the movements, which is so great. But obviously looking back at these videos, I do look and I think I'd just love if he could just really relax and just feel confident. And the reason why he holds his neck so high in the walk is because he's Spanish. His neck is naturally very short. In Spain they are trained that way, they are trained with the shorter necks, and so he's gone into his sort of like safety bubble where he won't just let himself go because he's worried about what's going to happen. So it's a bit of a tricky one because there's not loads you can do. There's obviously exercises that will help, and some days are better than others, but sometimes, you know, you just can't. They're animals and there's nothing really you can do. So I'm trying my very best. This is definitely not my best ride, and I did not enjoy it as much as I usually do, which is such a shame for you guys, because I would have loved to show you guys the amazing progress he is making at the minute. But you know, just tonight wasn't our night, but that was that. Another thing that we have to take into consideration with the move is that we are now in a 20x40 outdoor arena, which is absolutely gorgeous, but obviously our old yard had an indoor arena with lights, and obviously it's a bit different training it outside in the dark compared to inside with full lights. And luckily we do have lovely light in this outdoor arena, but still just the darkness around the arena can really distract horses like Dello that find it quite spooky. So we have to take that into consideration, the fact that he probably hasn't done training out in the dark since the time we moved from our old yard, which is probably about a year and a bit ago. Probably like a year and a half now, so it's been quite a while, and so that's another thing that he's trying to get used to, as well as all of the, you know, move, the new horses, the new routine, all of it. Like I say guys, this is definitely not my finest ride, and I wish I could have, you know, shown our routine a little bit better for you guys, but I will do a full training vlog very soon, hopefully maybe when Dello's a bit more settled and sort of into a better routine. Then I can show you guys really what we get up to, and how we sort of train, and you will probably notice that I've now started to add sitting trot into my work. So I've actually found that Dello reacts better to my sitting trot than he does my rising. We think that Dello was trained with sitting trot in Spain, so he kind of understands the commands of leg yield, half pass, other moves. He just kind of gets it a little bit more, and I've had to really develop my seat and, you know, open up my hip flexors, really work on my legs to make sure that I still look nice and secure in the saddle, because we do not want to go off balance, but we think now is the perfect time to start introducing it. I have started competing like it as well, and honestly it has made a massive difference, especially with our lovely saddle that we got as well. Everything's just coming together so nicely, and I'm really excited for next year because I think Dello is just doing amazing. Can I just say guys, a massive thank you to my dad for filming this vlog for us. He did so much filming for this routine, and I'm just so grateful, bless him. He stood out there in the middle of the arena in the freezing cold, shivering, filming this vlog for you all. So thank you so much, Dad, and thank you so much for all the videos. I really appreciate it. So we have just finished our ride, and Dello was a very good boy. We did about 45 minutes of a session, but obviously I didn't show you the full session. I just showed you some like little clips. So now I will roll up his stirrups and then start walking him back to the yard. Also guys, this is really random, but if you guys have any suggestions of Christmas vlogs that you want to see this year, I usually try and do about 4 or 3 Christmassy themed vlogs for you guys. If you've got any ideas or anything you'd like to see, then make sure you comment down below, or head over to my Instagram at Dressage with Ava, where you can DM me or comment on one of my posts. We are now back at Delo's lovely big stable, and he is next to the most gorgeous 5-year-old ever. He is such a kind soul. So we are back there now. Luckily we have some lovely lights in the stable so we can see what we're doing. So I will get Delo untacked and then get him ready for bed.
So Delo's pretty big, just to give a comparison of the other fella next door. He's massive.
Hello, Hendrix. My boys. Look at Delo's hair. Oh, hello. Once Delo's tack is all packed away, he gets a nice apple and his advent calendar, and then we usually do stretches, but he actually did them the previous night, so tonight he was just able to have his apple. But I will show you guys some of the apple stretches I usually do in another vlog. So he just had his apple, and then we got him his dinner, I got his nighttime rug on, and then we got him all settled for bed. Sausage. So once we're back home, I head straight down to the ponies, because if I go into the house, you best believe Daisy is fuming with me. So I have to go straight down to the stables, turn on all the lights and get them in with some hay before Daisy has a fit. And yes guys, I did have to film this on another day whilst we still had a little bit of light, as literally it's so dark you literally wouldn't have been able to see anything. So don't come at me in the comments. Dyson, don't go in there. Come here. Thank you. Once Dyson's feet have all been picked out and he is tucked up in his stable in his pyjamas, I then go and get their evening hay nets, and then we separate them into smaller nets, so we actually have to like half it in a way, because the ponies are very greedy and otherwise they eat it all in one go. So then we end up having to go back out at about 10 o'clock at night to go and give them the other half. You're probably thinking, have you just completely left Daisy? And don't worry guys, I will go back for her, but I just want to make sure that they've got their hay in their stables first, because otherwise they do get very hangry. Once the hay nets have been split up, I will go and grab their evening feeds and morning feeds to get them soaking, because they take a while to soak. So we're going to get them soaked so that I can feed them. Then I chuck in the half a hay net in for the ponies. Once the ponies' hay nets have been put in, I then go and start the poo picking on the track. So the ponies have got a new track system which is all off the mud, and oh my goodness, it has been an absolute lifesaver for us. Just not having the ponies standing in mud all day has just been so good. So we try and poo pick this track every single evening to keep all of the poo out of the way, and then they've got like little games on the track, little toys, stuff to keep them entertained. It is amazing, honestly, what Dad and Mum have managed to build. Honestly, I'm so grateful. It's so amazing. So the ponies go on there during the day, and then we skip out all the poos in the evening, and then we sort of prep the track ready for the next day. The track system is made up of these stones that are really good for the hooves. It gets the blood flow going and it's really good. It just stimulates the hooves. So it's a really good option, and also it's really easy to poo pick, because we just literally use the fork and it just works so perfectly. So as well as having the track system during the day, they have days where they have the field open, and then we strip graze that so that they're still getting a bit of grass. And then the days that we shut the field, they get a grass replacer kind of feed, which is really good. So they're constantly getting the right nutrition. We're just doing it in a bit of a different way to manage the grass and land, because we don't have loads and loads of land. You know, we've got our 3 paddocks and the track, but that has got to last the ponies all year, which is doable, but we have to be careful, and especially in winter as they turn it up quite easily. So I'm just moving the fence now, ready for the next day so that they can have the field tomorrow. Honestly though guys, I just can't believe how quickly it gets dark here now. Like literally, I come out of school and it's starting to get dark already, and it's just so annoying. Honestly, sorting out the horses is so much easier in the summer. You just feel like you've got more time, and then you don't have to have your head torches, and it's just so much easier. And honestly, to film this vlog, it would have been much easier if it was summertime, but this is the reality of horses, and this is the hard work we have to put in to have them. So you're seeing the real winter vibes. Now I'm just gathering in the ponies' treat balls, so we're going to fill them up with these high fibre pony treats that we've got. So we fill them up every day, and then they have these like little areas that the treat ball goes in, and they can then roll them about, you know, get all the treats. Just keeps them entertained, gives them something to do, and makes them work hard using their brains. It's just another lovely thing that we've come up with. Now the ponies are having their dinners, and I'm just changing Daisy into her pyjamas for the evening, and then I will pick out her feet and sort her out ready for bed. The mess that Daisy Doo made with her dinner was actually disgraceful this evening. I have no idea what got into her. She's not normally this messy. Now that the ponies are all tucked up in their stables with their dinners and their pyjamas on, I then go and see my chickens and put them to bed, and then put away their food ready for the morning, and then it's time to close up the gates and head on indoors. When I get back indoors, I sort out my school bag, make my lunch for the next day. I get the dog in from outside, and then I feed them both, the cat and the dog, and then I will get through the shower. I will do some Pilates. I will just do some basic, evening stuff. Sometimes I have homework. I do a bit of editing. I will do some Instagram stuff, like just general stuff. I didn't really get many videos, but you get the jiffy.